Yeah, I think we started averagely today, and then I think we were a bit fortunate with a few drop catches that sort of led us off. So for me, I think we need to make sure we improve on a few areas for the rest of the group games. We've got a few days off now. We've had a hectic schedule, 6 games in 12 days. And so this was a good win, but obviously an important game for us, and glad we've won it in the style we have.
Johnson, you won quite handsomely, but do you feel that from a batting point of view, Afghanistan still a lot to do? I mean, you played very well, but in the first 10 overs or first 12 or 30, till the 12th over, it went as per your plan?
No, I would like us to have batted better. But then, I thought the way that Sadiq played and the way that Azmat came in and hit the ball showed it's a pretty good pitch. So I'm fairly happy with the total that we got. But there's still things we need to work on and make sure we're ready for the rest of the games.
So when you have someone like Azmat coming in down the order, how it helps the top order to take charges?
Well, we need players to take responsibility. So for me, it's important. Some of our players need to get in some form and they need to start scoring runs. So that's very important.
Sadiq performing on the top and Nabi delivering in the middle, and your great prospect actually, Azmatul Nomarjai. How much positive it is for you guys as you to take on Bangladesh and Sri Lanka in coming days?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? There's too much going on in this press conference at the moment.
Right?
Yeah.
Sadiqullah Atal performing on the top. Sadiqullah Atal,
Yeah.
I'm talking. He played a great knock today. And Mohammad Nabi delivering in the middle. And your great prospect actually, Azmatul Nomarjai. He played a brilliant innings. How much positive it is for you guys as you take on Bangladesh and Sri Lanka in upcoming?
Yeah. Well, all 3 teams have played each other quite a lot, so we know each other quite well. And recently haven't played a lot against each other, but in the last couple of years we have. So for me, it's about remembering those things that we've done well against them, individuals, but as a side as well. So for me, Azmat coming to a bit of form today, and Sadiq carrying on the form that he's been in. But still, we need to play better because I think we are helped a little bit by Hong Kong's fielding. And if they'd fielded, and if Azmat had been caught or Sadiq had been caught in the first over, I think it could have been a very different game. So we need to make sure we're better the next few games.
Coach, you played the last match at 7 September, the final of Transition. So is that team was a little bit tired, or it was helpful to play after the transition?
I think it was helpful just to move on and get past the final and move on and now into the Asia Cup. So we're not to dwell on a very disappointing game for us, which I think we were a good shot within winning, certainly at the halfway mark. So lessons learned, and I think the guys applied those lessons. I think a little bit now that the partnership we had between Sadiq and Azmat was very good. And so we'll get those habits going again and get ready for the next game.
It's a big win, and do you think that it can help you in the future for the next round's equation?
Yeah, certainly I think with net run rate, that's going to come into it, and hopefully we win all our games, and it doesn't, but it's always nice to have a good net run rate. So, so to win in the style we did from the position we were, I'm pleased with that.
Coach, how do you see Afghanistan going into this Asia Cup? Because as per the media reports and everyone's expectation, this high time that Afghanistan takes a big trophy or something for them. How confident are you to win a trophy?
I'm not really worried about the media's expectation or the outside expectation. I'm worried about our expectation as players and as a side that we have for each other and what we hold each other to and the standards we have on the field and off the field. So for me, that's the most important thing. And I think if we get those right, the bigger picture will take care of itself like we've done in the past and been pretty good and pretty close to being within a shout of a few things. But we need to be better. We've won nothing. So this whole question that we're asking about media and all that sort of stuff, we've won nothing. All right. So let's just make that clear that as a side we're up and coming, and we've got a lot of work to do.
Ahead of the World Cup,
Mhm.
we'll be going into the World Cup next. So how we will prepare the team for the World Cup? This, if you win big, then that might help Afghanistan going to the World Cup.
If we win what?
If you win this tournament, that
Yeah, we've just played one game. We've got a lot more games to win.
saying this, if Afghanistan do very well, how helpful will be for the World Cup?
I think it depends how you look upon it, and making sure that we keep our feet on the ground, which I think we've got to do now. So for me, we've got a bit of work to do before that next game, and we've got to get back to playing good cricket, the brand of cricket that we play on good wickets here in Abu Dhabi, against some good opposition. So we've got to make sure we pull our socks up and we work really hard.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, nice.
We've got Babar Hayat from Hong Kong, China, and played a very fine innings today for his team, and we'll be taking the questions from media shortly. Just to start off, Babar, good performance. Overall, maybe a bit of a disappointment for the team, but how do you sum up the game and the fact that the team's getting such great exposure at this tournament? And also tell us about your personal performance today.
Yeah, I think I would give credit to Afghanistan, and then, the way he batted, they put us under pressure, and then, they were hitting their boundaries every other overs. I think first of all, we started really well, but in the middle and towards the end I would say our fielding was not up to the mark, and I think that's why they have posted, a good score, and then it was difficult. It's always difficult when you lose, when you're chasing 190 and then you lose 3-4 wickets in the power play, So I think I would say credit goes to the Afghanistan, the way they bowled and the way they batted.
You missed quite a couple of catches. I mean, do you think the fielding made you pay very dearly in this match? Because Sadiqullah was given a catch. You couldn't all this.
Yeah, I think it says the catches win you matches, but at the first over we dropped one of the catch, and he ending up scoring 70 or something, But, it's hard for, as associate cricketer, we never played under lights, It's always difficult to play under lights, So it's always, you learn from your mistakes, and the thing is that you learn from it and you go forward and then make good decision in the next game,
So, how do you see Hong Kong going forward? I mean, it's hard. We just mentioned that it's hard for us to team to play under light and things like that. Even in Hong Kong, there's not a big ground there. So, how Hong Kong is as a cricket nation going forward?
Yeah, I think for us, we don't get much of a cricket playing against test nation, which is, we cannot express ourselves on the big stage, So whenever we get the opportunity, we always give more than 100%, So what we do, we work hard for this, and this is the reason we were here around 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, And obviously credit goes to our cricket Hong Kong, China, they have put us here before 2 weeks, get used to the lights, get used to the condition and all that, They've been putting a lot of efforts behind the scenes, So, but it's always hard, when you playing against the test nation, they have I would say, bowling lineup in Asia, and they got very good spinners as well, and they proved it today.
Babar, your next match against Bangladesh. Sorry.
Let him ask that.
Next match against Bangladesh. Since you played back in 14 last time, Hong Kong and Bangladesh met at last. What are two positive things you can take on from this match before facing Bangladesh?
I think the positive, I would say, we bowled really well. As I said, we bowled to our field, we bowled good areas, There was something for the bowlers early on as well, and then especially the spinners, the way they bowled in the middle, because it's very difficult for them to bowl with this humid and all that. But I think credit goes to the spinners, the way they bowled, especially Yasim and Hassan Khan. It's very hard for the off spinner to bowling at the death. He bowled brilliantly. That was a positive sign for us. I would say the only reason we lost the game was our fielding, I would say.
Thank you very much, Babar, and all the best for the games ahead.
Thank you.